Mocca is a multicultural brand. Cosmetics is possibly the most competitive business in the world. Our concept is that I don't wear makeup, but I wear mocha.
Okay.
That attaches us to a lot of natural ladies that still want to enhance their look. And then our skincare is unisex. It's for he and she. If people attach on to what you feel,
right,
and they say, oh, well, I want to look like that. Rihanna's brand is big. She's Rihanna.
right.
You know, she has a nice brand, but she is Rihanna. So people going to be like, I want Rihanna makeup. Skincare is, to me, the most important part of your, makeup and regimen. And it gives you time to take care of yourself.
Right.
People say, oh, I don't have time. I don't have time. If you don't have time to put on lipstick, you're not going to have time to do a skincare regimen.
Welcome back to another episode of Big Texas Bossin. I'm your host, Lilani Wilson-Jones, and today we'll be spilling the Texas tea with one of the big bosses I know.
It's time for Big Texas Bossin with Lilani Wilson-Jones. Spilling the tea on Bossin Up.
Welcome, Kena Backus-Williams.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate this opportunity.
Thank you. We're excited to have you on the show and just talk to you about entrepreneurship and how things came to be for you. So can you tell the audience a little bit about your background, please?
Okay, so I have actually been in the cosmetic industry for 32 years.
Oh, wow.
Long time. I tell people you can't look at me and tell I've been doing professional makeup for 32 years. And I've actually been the owner of Mocca Makeup and Skincare for the past 22 years. So it's definitely been a journey. And then during the pandemic, I opened up a brick and mortar in Red Oak, Texas.
Oh, nice.
So that's been exciting because all the years before, I subleased through a salon called Paradise Salon, very known in the community. And then I opened up my own brick and mortar. So it's been very fun.
Okay, now was Paradise when you were in Wynwood?
Yes.
Because I remember.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, you remember? Yes. Paradise was in Wynwood, and then we went to Redbird Mall.
Okay.
And then we went to Duncanville. So I kind of just been with them through the whole journey. It's been the perfect place for me to grow Mocca makeup and skincare.
Good. Mm-hmm. Tell us what started your interest in makeup.
You know, I was actually walking through Redbird Mall in 91. In 91, I was walking through Redbird Mall and or was it 92? One of them. I got to keep telling this story so I can remember it. And this lady that worked at another cosmetic company, Annette Too Cosmetics.
Right.
You remember them from back
Right,
then?
I remember Annette Too.
Yes. So we were walking by, me and my best friend, and she says, why don't you come in and let me do your makeup? And I had never done that before. I was 19 years old, never wore makeup like that, seriously.
Okay.
And she said, come in and let me do your makeup. And I came in and she said, you should be doing makeup. I wish I could remember her name because she changed my life.
Awesome.
She changed my life. She said, you should be doing makeup. And I was like, no, I don't want to do makeup. I had a whole different route. And she ended up setting up an appointment, an interview with me and Annette Hamilton.
Yes.
And I went in and did a makeover. It just came to me. God blessed me with that talent.
Right. I went to school with her son, Terry Hamilton.
Oh, Terry. Mm-hmm. Terry is an excellent, close friend of mine.
Oh,
still
awesome.
To this day.
Awesome.
Yes.
Well, definitely tell him
close.
you ran into me.
Oh, he's going to be excited. He's going to be excited.
Yes, we went through the Richardson School District together.
Isn't that something?
Mm-hmm.
Terry, I talk to Terry often.
Okay, they live right
where I got my start from Annette Too.
Okay.
And then when she started going in different directions, I was a consultant. I was her store manager. I mean, I was just all in the mix with Annette Too.
Nice.
And then I ended up starting my own brand, and it's been something. I tell you, the land of cosmetics is a different world.
Right. Now, what made you pivot? Had you had any entrepreneurial experience in your family? Any background with family members who had businesses?
Yes, my grandfather that raised me was a contractor. Okay. And he would have me in his business a lot. Like I would take people's money, not take their money, their payments. He'd say, pay my granddaughter, she'll take care of it. And I write out receipts young. Right. So I saw that as a very young person. And then in my family on my father's side, they are the Backus cleaners. So they know all of the business in the South Dallas. They were the oldest black-owned cleaners and all of that. So
right. They were legends right there on Martin Luther King.
Yes.
So I know I used to patronize their business. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. Thank
You're
you.
welcome. When your grandfather was living, more so, I went there more. And then as I moved further out, then it just became more difficult. But yes, so you've got a long history of business leadership. When you started, how was that for you financially?
Well, financially, when I started, I pretty much depleted everything to start the company. I had a business partner then, which was my first cousin. So we were we weren't equal partners. It was 70-30 at that time. So I had to put in 70%. And I started the company in June of 2002.
Okay.
Right before that, I had just graduated from El Centro with respiratory therapy, which I thought I was going to be able to go that route. I just graduated respiratory therapy school, started Mocca a month later, launched Mocca in Atlanta in August of 2002, and I cried so hard because they put me right across from Mac.
Oh.
I said, what in the world am I going to do right across from Mac? I just thought, I was like, let's just go home. But I ended up selling out of everything that I brought with me. I had one lady, she looked in the mirror after I did her face and she started crying. I was like, she my angel, because she was like, it looks so natural, it looks nice. And right after that, probably a month later, I found out I was 5 months pregnant.
Oh, wow.
So I was so busy that I didn't even know I was pregnant.
For 5 months.
So now we got this business, this baby on the way. I graduated respiratory school. What do? I don't have time for respiratory. Never did it professionally.
Well, now did you get your license?
No, I didn't. I had my CRT license. I didn't have my registry license, and I never did keep them up afterwards.
Okay. So you never looked back?
No, I never looked back. I started looking back during the pandemic, wondering how life would have been if I would have been a respiratory therapist during that time.
Wow, you would have been busy.
Yes, I know.
You would have been overworked and busy.
I said, oh my God. Everything happens for a reason.
Right. So tell us some of the struggles, and let's talk about how you pick some of the seasonal colors when you're dropping your new lines. How often do you drop them? Do you drop them seasonal like a MAC, or what's your approach?
So I really feel that during these times, a lot of people don't like to wear a lot of makeup. I like makeup. I like full glam every day.
Right.
So we came with the concept of, I don't wear makeup, I wear mocha. So that way they get a natural look, but they can still enhance their look, which I love your glam.
Thank you.
I love your glam. I like to be glamorous.
Fellow Miguel
so
Atkins.
I deal with so many women that say, I don't wear makeup. And I say, well, can you just try it? So we'll have them try the mocha on one side of their face and then look at their natural look on the other side. We say, okay, so you compare it. Because if we put it all over, they'll say, well, hey, it just look natural. But you can tell the difference when you put it on one side and then put it on the other side. And that sells. That helps us when people come to the actual mocha store. Then we're able to show them. And sometimes we do consultations over the phone also.
Okay.
So, video consultations.
Okay.
And that makes people feel a little better, and we'll show them colors and all of that. As far as seasonal, we like to go with the darker colors in the winter, which I'm a dark color all the time. I love dark colors. I love reds. And then more of the neutral colors and pinks and purples in the spring and summer.
Okay, that sounds good. Would you say you do any trends? Because I know one trend that you all have that's really popular. It may not even be a trend anymore. It might just be what it is. You want to talk about that?
Which one?
The glitter lips.
The glitter lips. As I looked at our message, I saw you said something too. Excuse me. So the Mocca Glitter Lips are our door opener.
Okay.
That's what I consider our door opener.
Right.
Because I have consultants also. So whenever they go out, or whenever I go out, or whenever we go out, I say, put your glitter on your lips, because it will open up the door.
Right.
Or if they're doing an event, put your glitter on your lips. Then when we show them the glitter lips, because you put on the stay and the glitter on top and it doesn't come off, as you know. It stays on.
Right.
That's just all there is to it. It stays on. And then you can introduce them to the skincare. Our skincare is wonderful.
Okay.
Very botanical. Everything about Mocca is vegan too. I said I need to start promoting that. It's been vegan since the very beginning.
Right. I don't think that was a well-known fact. Okay.
So I need to start promoting it and letting people know that it's vegan. A lot of people that are not vegan don't really care, but at least you're not getting like animal products or anything like that could probably irritate the skin. And So when we do the glitter lips, that opens up the door. It looks real pretty because the colors are very vibrant.
Right.
And then we'll say, okay, well, let's try foundation. Let's try a brow. Wear you some lashes.
Yes.
Put some lipstick on. I call it lipstick therapy. Please put some lipstick on.
Yes. Now, how many shades of foundation do you have?
I have 9 shades right now.
Okay.
Of foundations.
And do you cater exclusively to the African American woman, or do you cater to all shades?
Mocca is a multicultural brand.
Okay.
Excuse me. Our lightest shade of foundation is called Butter, and it's very, very light.
Okay.
Then we have another one called Irish, and then you start getting into honey, and then you have vanilla, then you have French, you have cinnamon. I wear cinnamon, so you see how far down the road cinnamon is.
Right.
Then we have mocha, espresso, and cocoa. Now, each one of those shades, you can wear up to 2 colors. So it blends really well. It's not like, I got to wear this color.
Right.
Because I could wear cinnamon and mocha. I could wear either one of those.
Okay. And you blend them sometimes just
Yes, the hot light. I'll put the caramel. We have foundation stick also. Okay. So I'll do like a caramel under my eyes and highlight. I can tell, I can't wait to show you the full line.
Okay.
You're going to love it.
How many products do you have in your line?
I know I have, if you added everything, probably over 200 items.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a lot. And I'm rebranding. So I'm redoing my website. So I've had to narrow a lot of things down. And that has been driving me crazy.
Right.
Because I want everything, it's like
right.
everything. But as we rebrand and expand, I do not like to hold products. I like fresh products.
Right.
Everything about Mocca is going to be fresh. It's not going to be sitting on the shelf forever. I don't like that. So as we rebrand, some of those colors like the blues, which I love blue.
Right.
But people don't wear it as much as they will wear red.
Right.
So we just have to narrow it down to the most popular items, the items that we know will sell.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, let's talk about, you brought up a good point, rebranding in business. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about that. What made you say, hey, we need to rebrand? And what are the steps you're taking besides narrowing down the line?
Well, thank you for asking me that. With me being in the makeup and beauty industry for so long, you have got to be flexible. Right. You cannot be just stiff and stern. And I was stiff and stern for a long time.
Okay.
So now everything is going, not everything, but a lot of things are going towards the internet.
Right.
So what we're trying to do is allow people to be able to match their tone and everything through the internet. And you can make money while you sleep.
Right. And what's
I need
better
to make
than
money
that?
I know you understand that. So you wake up in the morning to ding, 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 ding. Now we just got to get in the production office and package it and ship it off in their Mocca box. Right. So that is the goal with rebranding and just showing people a new look.
Okay. Are you doing a specific holiday line, or how does that work for you?
So Black Friday is coming up. So my brain is on Black Friday right now. Yes. We're getting close to that. So around that time, we always do kits.
Okay.
So instead of them coming in just purchasing one tube of lipstick or one foundation, they can actually purchase a kit. Nice. And have everything that they need. And then we teach them what they need. A lot of times when we're telling them what they need, they'll video what we're saying. So they have their own personal video to go back.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. I told them, I said, video this whole conversation. And they'll rewind it and say, because they'll call back and say, now when am I supposed to use this? What are the steps? So I said, when we rebrand and we relaunch this Mocca website, I need it to be simple enough for a first grader to order her mama's product if she need to. So everything is very descriptive. Good. Everything is very clear. Everything is very top notch, and I am excited about it.
That is wonderful. Now, I know you have sales associates. Are they all over the country, or how does that work if somebody wants to become a Mocca ambassador?
Calm down the consultants.
Okay.
Because they take a lot of time and a lot of energy. Training. And you have to constantly motivate and cultivate and get them, come on, let's get on board. Let's so right now it's just I have about 11 consultants. We're in Texas, so the furthest one right now is in Louisiana. That's as far. I did have more at one time, but it ended up being more work than profit.
Right. So
because they get their products at a discount. So if I'm selling you these products at a discount and you're just kind of sitting on them, you got to sell them.
Right. So, you got to get out and sell them.
Yeah.
Altruist Home Healthcare is one of the top accredited home healthcare agencies servicing North and East Texas. With over 25 years of caring for Texas families, Altruist's network of staff has become the preferred provider of physical and occupational therapy, wound, post-surgery, and primary care within the comfort of your home. Altruist Home Healthcare works in conjunction with you, your loved ones, and your primary care physician to provide stellar care with honor and integrity. For more information on our services, visit our website, www.altruisthhc.com, or call us at 214-328-8600. Now back to the show.
Tell us your plans for expansion. How is Mocca going to expand?
So, like I said, through the internet. So I'm going to be doing Boost on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.
Okay.
The person that is redoing my website is also a marketer. He was actually one of the longest running businesses on QVC. Now, nice. We're not going in the QVC direction, but he's guiding us on the internet direction and the things that we can do to grow.
Right. And being a Black-owned cosmetic company, I know that's been challenging because I'm sure you've seen the Netflix special on beauty, and they talk about the Flory Roberts. They talk about the was it Ebony, the one that everybody, right? They talk about Fashion Fair, and then they talk about emerging Black cosmetic companies and people who have really tried to compete in the arena, which rightfully so. I mean, it's a $4 billion industry. So what is your claim to fame going to be in regards to making your mark in the beauty world?
Cosmetics is possibly the most competitive business in the world. Possibly.
Could be. Rihanna dropped Fenty.
Yes. I mean, and it's all about your brand.
Okay.
If people attach on to what you feel.
Right.
And they say, oh, well, I want to look like that.
Right.
That's where you grab them. And then you just start putting it in their face everywhere. Rihanna's brand is big. She's Rihanna.
Right.
You know, she has a nice brand, but she is Rihanna. So people are going to be like, I want Rihanna makeup, you know, because she's beautiful.
Right. And
so,
she is.
Yeah, it's definitely competitive. Our concept is that I don't wear makeup, but I wear Mocca.
Okay.
That attaches us to a lot of natural ladies that still want to enhance their look. And then our skincare is unisex. It's for he and she.
Okay, so let's talk about the skincare. How did that evolve?
So skincare is, to me, the most important part of your, makeup and regimen. And it gives you time to take care of yourself. Right. People say, oh, I don't have time. I don't have time. If you don't have time to put on lipstick, you're not going to have time to do a skincare regimen. Right. So we start with a cleanser, a toner, everything botanical, a microderm scrub, a clay mask. We just recently added a avocado mint scrub. And I told the chemist I didn't want it to be slippery, like if someone uses it in a bathtub. Right. So it actually has a lather to it, too. So it goes through a lot of changes, and I love it. But skincare is very, very, very important. So I always start with skincare.
So let's talk about it. You said that you have a chemist. So were all these products curated for Mocca by you?
So I have a manufacturer and I have a chemist. Okay. My chemist is separate. The manufacturers are separate. And at the main manufacturer that we use, it is 4 female chemists there. I just had an opportunity to meet them within this year. Before, it was 3 males and 1 female. Now it's 4 female chemists. And they actually talk to us, and they communicate with us, and they see what we need and what we, things we need to add to it, because they're in the background. They don't care about the fame. Right. They just want you to like their formula, So, and everything that is done in Mocca is done within the United States. I don't import anything, import anything except the raw shea butter. We get that from Africa. But everything else is here.
Nice, nice. And on your skincare products, when you're creating the formulas, how were you able to make it unisex? Most skincare lines cater to a condition, whether it be dry skin, normal, acneic, or oily, or anti-aging.
Right. That is true. So the cleanser is a foaming facial wash, so it can be used through oily skin, dry skin, combination skin, everything. Because when you wash your face with it, you don't have that streaky, dry feeling. Okay. So that makes it kind of almost like a sensitive. And my toner is an aloe vera. So everybody can use aloe vera.
Right.
I mean, if you're not allergic to it.
Right.
So that can go either way. And then our moisturizer is a collagen moisturizer.
Okay.
So anybody,
Everybody
if you can
needs
use,
collagen.
yes, because we have collagen in our skin, but as we get older, the collagen starts to deplete.
Right.
And I'm seeing that more and more. I just turned 50.
Okay.
So,
looking good.
thank
Fabulous 50.
So I know this is working. I know this Mocca is working. Because
Right.
I said, okay, 50, 50 this year. Let's see what this is about. But I did add serums.
Okay. What serums do you use?
I have the tightening serum. That's the one I use all the time.
Are they in your line or
They're in
these
my
are
line.
separate?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They're in my line.
So you have a tightening
Everything
serum?
I use is Mocca.
Okay.
The tightening serum, for people that have acne, we have the glycolic cell serum.
Okay.
And that's really good for turning over those cells. Mhm.
Okay.
I said I was going to do it maybe just to get some new skin cells to come
Right.
through, you know. But, and we also have the aloe vera retexture serum. So it helps kind of smooth the skin back out.
Okay.
I got you.
Okay. I see. So is there a spa on the horizon for Mocca?
I would love that. Oh my God, I see that you see that. I would love that. I said my next business, I wanted it to be a spa, like literally a spa.
Right.
You know,
with
where not
Mocca
just a spa
products
where
in the
you
background.
walk in and get a facial, but like you can immerse your body.
Right.
And, you know, so I do. We don't know. The Lord will figure, He will get us to that point.
Right. And you're from Dallas. Tell the listeners what part of Dallas you're from.
I am from Oak Cliff, Texas.
Okay.
That is what we call it here. We call it Oak Cliff, Texas. That is where I'm from. And that is a suburb of Dallas. We're going to call it
Oak Cliff is a suburb of Dallas.
Well, let me tell you. People from Oak Cliff, we love each other. We be
Right.
like, I'm from Oak Cliff. If you travel and you say you're from Dallas, where you from, Dallas? What part of Dallas? They say Oak Cliff, y'all best friends.
I love it. What high school did you go to here?
I actually went to Business Magnet when it was downtown.
Downtown. Yeah.
My home school was either Roosevelt or South Oak Cliff.
Okay.
Because I lived right there.
Okay.
So
on the
I could
border
have
of
went to
each.
either.
Okay.
Yes.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
That's me.
All right. Did you go on to school after that, or?
I have two. I
For the
told you about that respiratory.
Right.
But my first associate's degree was at Mountain View.
Okay.
So I never went off to school. I started working.
Right.
I was like, I got to work. I got to take care of business.
And you came from a long line of workers. So.
Yes.
Good. That is
Thank
awesome.
you. Yes.
Yeah. What would you like the viewers to know about you?
So I am in this new documentary. Now this steps me out of my comfort zone.
Okay, let's talk about it.
This documentary steps me out of my comfort zone because it's called Black and Beautiful Yet Single. Every time I've been single, nobody ever knows I'm single. I went through a whole divorce, nobody knew.
Right.
They were like, "You're not still married?" I went through a divorce in 2015.
Okay.
And then I started dating someone in 2016.
Okay.
And they saw him maybe a couple of years later, and now we're not together. So
Right.
I'm single. We never got married.
Okay.
We were just a couple.
Right.
So that's I was still single even during that time.
Right. I mean, you're single until you're married.
Thank you.
In my opinion.
Single until married.
Right.
So it just, to me, it takes me out of my comfort zone because I'm on social media. And I just feel like when people see there's not a man anywhere, and my inbox has started kind of popping a little bit.
I know about the flooding inbox.
But I had never had that happen.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, it's an experience. It's an experience.
even
I would
answer
encourage
anything.
you. Yes, I would encourage you to stay off of it.
I don't answer
They are
anything.
predators.
Oh my God.
Those men, they are predators.
Are you serious?
Yes, and have you gotten a call? Like they can call you through?
No, I hadn't got that.
Oh my! And
No.
I'm like, why are you calling me? I don't know you like that. Why would you call me? That is so.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So just be
See
careful.
what I'm saying? See? That is why. However, it is a wonderful experience. We see a psychiatrist, we see a dating coach, we see a sexologist. I mean, this is really exciting.
Now, so how does that work for the show? And I know you probably can't talk about a lot, but how does that work if you're in the show? And I'm not sure when it's airing, but do you see these people weekly or?
We have like a group text. Like right now, everybody's going through their dates.
Okay.
So they want us to see, did we learn anything from the therapy?
Okay.
When you go on your first date.
Did you learn anything?
I did. You did? I did.
So did you date differently?
I think so.
You think so?
I'd like to think so.
Okay, right? That's all that matters.
Well, sometimes it's good to hear somebody else's professional opinion.
Right. How did your date say it went?
It went good. Because they asked, do you want to do another date? And we said, yes, we'll do another date.
Both of you said yes. So that is a good sign. That is. And how many dates do you get to go on the show? Okay, you only get 2? Okay.
Well. Get 2. So TD Ballard and Lady J, they're the producers.
Okay.
So
are they participants or just producers?
I think they're just producers.
Getting the tea. We gotta find out.
I think they're just producers, as far as I know. I don't know all the details.
Okay, well, good. So when is this going to air?
The producer said, what did she say? February.
Okay, and where should we be looking for the show?
She's trying to see which network is going to pick it up. She's getting a lot of hits.
Okay.
So as soon as I find out,
please let us know. How many couples are on the show?
Right now, she's going to start with 6 of us.
Okay.
And then she's going to do it's 10 of us, I believe.
Okay.
And then she's going to do the other half.
Okay. Now, you said that puts you out of your comfort zone. So, is this a new comfort zone? Did it create a new one? Do you think you'll take these tips and techniques and use them again?
Yes, I am. I'm really learning from this. Like, I'm taking this serious.
Seriously?
Yes. Yeah. I'm like, okay, let's see, what's going on. And then being around the other ladies,
right? You
get to hear all of the different stories of everything. See, when I showed up, they thought I was like one of the counselors. I said, at the end of the event, they said, I thought you was one of the counselors. I said, no, I'm one of the contestants with y'all. So it's just about learning and listening.
Right.
I'm starting to listen more.
Okay.
Which is something good for me.
Okay, that's new for you.
Well, not just new, intentionally listening.
Okay.
Yes.
And there is a difference in listening and intentionally listening so you can be heard. So where did you go on your first date?
We actually went horseback riding.
Okay. So that was definitely one-on-one time.
Yes. We went horseback riding, and I ride horses, but I hadn't rode in a while.
Okay.
So prior to, I hired a trainer. I was like, let me get up here and practice. I cheated because he's a horseman.
Okay, so he knew that.
Yeah, I was like, let me get back on this horse for a little bit just to feel comfortable, and it felt so good. It has not left my mind yet.
Good.
I need to take a picture with this hat.
Definitely.
Oh my God.
Definitely.
Yes. The economy is, as you know, going through different changes, and people are being a little more cautious about what they spend. Right. Cosmetics and skincare is a luxury, So for some, now I mean it's a necessity for you, Lady.
I was
it's a necessity.
Right, it's definitely a necessity. And just to talk a little bit behind the scenes about what I do, I visit an esthetician regularly. Shout out to Haley. So I do a lot of the peels. I do a lot of the
your skin is beautiful
treatments.
Too. Your face is pretty.
Thank you. And that's why when you said that about skincare being the foundation, it is, because without the proper skincare, you don't have the look. You don't get the flawless looks, and you don't get all of that.
That's right.
Skincare is very near and dear to me, and I love makeup. I'm not as good at others as applying it, but I got it. I got makeup.
I can tell. A diva knows how to get ready when it's time to get ready. We stay ready.
Right. You have to step. Right. Exactly.
You don't have time to wait on a makeup artist for all the events you do. You got to have yourself ready.
Together. Right. So I love it. Okay. I'm going to be coming to see you.
I can't wait.
I need it.
I cannot wait.
So you also won Makeup Artist of the Year.
I did.
Talk to us about that.
So it was with the Beauty Awards. It was very, very, very top notch. It was really nice. The Fluellans in Dallas, they actually have the Beauty Awards. And I won Makeup Artist of the Year. That was a huge accomplishment. And then this year, I actually presented the Makeup Artist of the Year at the award. So I thought that was amazing that she asked me to come back as the winner and be a presenter. I was like, thank you.
Right. All right. Is there anything else you want the viewers to know?
I feel that people should just be the best version of themselves.
Right. And that could change every day, but as long as you make yourself better.
Don't beat up on yourself. do something loving towards yourself. I also have a nonprofit organization. It's called Mocca Makes a Difference Kidney Foundation.
Oh, nice.
And we actually go to the dialysis centers and we show love to those dialysis patients. We try to provide financial assistance with their light bill, like pay somebody's light bill, because they are on a fixed income. So if you tell someone that's on a fixed income you're going to pay their light bill, oh, you got the happiest person in the world.
Right. So tell us a little bit about the foundation and what inspired you to do a Mocca Kidney Foundation.
Thank you for asking that. Thank you for asking that. The Kidney Foundation is very dear to me. My mother had kidney failure, and her kidneys failed in her 30s.
Oh, wow.
Yes, in her 30s, her kidneys failed. And that was in 1989, and we didn't know a lot about kidney failure.
Right.
Well, here it is in 99, 10 years later, you got dialysis centers popping up everywhere.
Right.
So why are so many people having kidney disease? Why are so many people having to go on dialysis? If they know ahead of time that there's something going on, then we can at least slow that process down. So we do a lot of educating. We tell the patients, when you get your blood work, actually look at your blood work. It'll tell you the margins.
Right.
So you'll know, oh, I need to cut back on sodium, or I need to this. And a lot of times it's from undetected high blood pressure. Because the kidney veins are so small, when that pressure is up high, it's just a lot.
Take it.
We just got our 501c3, so I'm
Congratulations.
very excited about that.
Yes.
We operated in the state for 3 years. When I told my attorney we were ready for the 501c3, we got our 501c3 in less than a month.
Oh, that's awesome.
He said the government gave y'all a gold check. So now we can actually do more for them. And, the donations that people have, they can be tax deductible. So
Right. Well, that is wonderful.
Thank you.
Tell our viewers how to find you.
Oh, yes. Now, I cannot forget that part. If you find me on Instagram, it is at Mocca Baby, MOCCABABY. That's my personal page, which kind of blends with Mocca. Right. And then also on Instagram, it's Mocca, MOCCA, Makeup and Skincare.
Awesome. Are you on Facebook?
I am on Facebook. On Facebook, we're Mocca Makeup and Skincare business page. And TikTok. TikTok is blowing up.
Right, it is. I always forget about it because I'm not good. Okay, you loving it.
Yes. I tell people, Facebook is the neighborhood. I get a lot of love from my neighborhood. Instagram is the world.
The world.
TikTok is the universe.
Okay.
TikTok, you have everybody.
Okay.
Everybody. I mean, you just randomly, the more you post, you randomly show up on people's page, and you can boost it. I mean, I like TikTok.
Okay, I'm going to have to play with TikTok more.
Oh, you'll have fun with TikTok. All you have to do is put that hat on and go like this on TikTok, and you're going to have 1,000 followers.
Let's try that out today.
All right, we'll try it.
Be like, that's it.
Thanks for tuning in to Big Texas Boston Podcast. If you like these conversations, be sure to subscribe on YouTube and follow us on all social media platforms at Big Texas Boston. Tag us on social at #BTB.